Hello everyone, welcome back to SFDC Ninja, and today I am here with one more Apex trigger scenario. So one of my subscribers sent me this scenario which she faced in her interview. So without any further delay, let's get started. As usual, before going directly to coding part, first let's understand the data model for today's scenario. So in this scenario, we are going to use account and contact object. And from both objects, we are going to use phone field. This is all about data model. Now let's understand the scenario. So in today's scenario, on an account, whenever user updates the phone of a related contact, then parent account phone should get updated, and along with account's phone, all related contacts phone should also get updated. Let me explain it again in a simple language. Let's say we have an account, and on that account we have multiple contacts. Let's say C1, C2 and C3. Now when user update the phone of C1, then phone of this account should get updated, plus phone of these contacts should also get updated. So this is the scenario. I hope now it is clear to you. Now let's understand the approach that we are going to use for this scenario. So first we will check that on an account if contacts phone has been updated or not. And we will do it by using trigger.oldMap. And if the phone gets updated, then we will simply add account ID and contact record in a map, which then will be used to update all related contacts phone as well as accounts phone. After that, we will fetch all related contacts of the account on which contact is being updated using the same map in which we stored account ID and contact. And after that, we will update the phone of all related contacts as well as parent account. So this is the approach that we are going to use. I think we have been discussing theory part for quite a long time. It's time to code. So let's go to VS Code and create our handler class. Let's name it phone trg handler. Let's create our method. Now guys, first we need to check that whether the contact phone value has been updated or not. So for that, we need to compare both new and old value. And we can fetch old value of a record by using trigger.oldMap. So what we will do? We will simply pass trigger.oldMap along with trigger.new in our method, like this. Basically, in this parameter, we will pass trigger.new from our trigger, and in this parameter, we will pass trigger.oldMap. So this new list is equal to trigger.new, and this old map is equal to trigger.oldMap. Let's apply a null check on this list, which is basically trigger.new. I iterate over it. Apply a null check on this map. And now we will simply fetch the old version of the contact record which is being updated by just passing its ID in get method of this map. So copy it, create a variable, let's say old con, paste it here, dot get, and pass its ID. So this variable now holds the old version of contact record. Let's apply a null check on account ID. Not equals to null. This is to ensure that our rest of the code will be executed only when user update contacts phone on an account. Apply another check. like this. This is to check that if contacts phone has been updated. Now, if these two conditions will get true, I mean if user update the contacts phone on an account, then we will simply add its account ID and that contact in a map. So let's create a map like this. Let's say phone map. In this map, in key set, we will put account ID and in value, we will put contact record. So let's edit dot put new con dot account ID and contact record. Apply a null check on this map. This is to ensure that the rest of the code should execute only if this map contains a value. And this map will have the value when user update contacts phone on an account. Now our next task is to update all the related contacts phone of the account on which contact is being updated. But for that, we first need to fetch all related contacts of that account. So let's fetch it like this. Select ID, account ID from contact where account ID is in key set of this map. Let's iterate over this list. Here we will apply some simple checks like this. Contains key. This is to ensure that this contact is one of the related contacts of the account on which contact is being updated. And apply another check. Dot get account ID dot phone. Basically, this line will return the updated value of contact's phone. And here we are comparing that value with the related contact's phone. That both values should not be same. And here we will simply update the phone like this. Account ID. Now, as a best practice, we will not perform DML inside for loop. So what we will do? We will create another list. Copy its name. And here we will add contact record in it. Apply a null check on it. And finally update it. Now similarly, we will update the parent account's phone. So guys, we have ID of the account on which contact is being updated in key of this map. So we will iterate over its key set. Phone map dot key set and here update its phone. Similarly, create a list for account. copy its name, paste it here. Here apply a null check on it and update it. Save it and deploy it to org. Okay, we are getting error. It is saying that illegal assignment from contact to a string. Okay, I forgot to use phone here. So basically this part will return the contact record, and here we need to write the field according to our scenario. So in our scenario we need phone field. That's why we have written phone here. Now save it again and deploy it to org. Now it is successfully deployed. So we have our handler class ready. Let's create our trigger. Let's say contact trg. So our code should get executed whenever user update the contact's phone. So that's why we have to use after update. So here you can say that since we are updating the same object record which will fire a trigger, then why we are not using before event here. So the reason behind that is when you update a record within a trigger, then it can cause the trigger to execute again and again if it is not managed correctly. Basically, it can cause recursion. So here by using after update, we are getting ensure that the changes to other records, like in this case updating contacts or accounts, are made after the initial trigger context has completed, which will ultimately reduce the chance of recursion. But don't worry, in next video, I will try to explain the concept of regression. But as of now, let's use after update trigger.is update, copy our handler class name, paste it here, pass trigger.new in first parameter and trigger.old map in second. Save it and deploy it to org. Yes, object. Okay. Here we need to write contact, save it again and deploy it to org. It is successfully deployed. So we have our code ready. It's time to sit in action. So let's go to our org. Here we have this Ninja account. Let's update the phone of one of the contact. Click on save. Let's refresh this page. So as you can see that all related contacts phone have been updated. Go to details, or you can see it here that accounts phone also get updated, which means our trigger is working fine. So that's it for today guys, and I'll be back with more interesting trigger scenarios. Thank you and keep watching.